are singing
their faces off. It's like they are not letting up.
Holy Ghost. I'm like, I don't know if my heart can, right? Yes. I'm feeling like this tension right here.
I don't have no edges.
So in between work, and more work, I know this doesn't look like work, but I just get really excited when I get free stuff. Cheers to my first pair of Levi's. I managed to get some creating in.
Keep your sound on, keep your sound on.
Hi, I'm DHARMA Day. I just wanted to wish all y'all very happy Wednesday. Now, some of y'all might ask, why is it happy? Cause I'm in it.
Everybody meet DHARMA Day. She was based off of a crazy lady I had to deal with at a promo. I hadn't done a video for her in a few months, so it was great to bring her back to life. But between all the working and creating, I really wanted to make an effort to spend my last couple months in LA making memories and having fun with friends. When you get comps to a show, you go. The night with Janis Joplin was incredible.
And I'm loud too.
Yes, I was like, dang, is we really at church, Jay?
Because it's just coming out.
Yes.
You know when
sing,
it's
sing, sis, sing.
When it's an automatic response, you know it's good.
Know it's
I
good.
couldn't stop myself.
You know it's good.
I don't even
know
care.
It's real.
I don't care who I'm annoying.
I'm going to see my friends.
Hey, if you're not going to get hyped for your friends, who are you going to get hyped for? I know a lot of people have issues with Kanye West, and I'll be the first to admit I don't agree with everything he says. But what he's doing with this Sunday service is really special. I mean, listen to this. His choir is incredible. Like, I was getting the Holy Ghost, for real, for real.
This is Nina. She's finally in LA. This is the Shade Monster.
That's me.
That's him. Stand under a palm tree whenever you're by him.
It's always good to hang with the people who I formed bonds with out in Chicago that live in LA now. And on top of that, we got to support a great small business run by a Black queen. Check out Cupcakes for the Culture. They're pretty damn good. Hanging with friends is fun and all, but I gotta make money. Halloween in LA is insane. It takes over all of Santa Monica Boulevard. WeHo is absolutely packed and crazy.
Houston, stop. Down.
Started off the month of November shooting some more BLACTINX. PA'd on a set to help some friends shoot a scene. November was off to a pretty good start.
Come back to my car this morning and I turn it on to go home and it's making this weird noise. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable driving it. I look under my car and there's definitely like a wire or cord that is loose. So I'm like, I think someone stole some shit out of my car. Call my mechanic. And I'm like, my car's making this weird noise. I think someone took something out of it. And he's like, oh shit, is it making this noise? And he makes like this rumbling sound. I'm like, yeah, it's exactly the noise it's making. He's like, oh, someone probably took your whatever. I can't remember what part he said. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to get a tow and then get it fixed after it's towed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really don't have the money for that. Is there any way you could help me? Like, can I pay you to come here? Can I pay like something? Can you please help me? So he's sending a tow to come get me. Seriously, the best mechanic. The best. Yo, mind you, my car was broken into like 2 months ago. Like, if this isn't a sign that I need to get the fuck out of LA, I don't know what is. Like, gotta be kidding me.
Between this situation, my grandma being sick, and an extremely volatile living situation, it was time for me to get out. Hear that noise? Yeah, Priuses don't make that.
In the tow truck. There's my car. Out of all cars to break into, they steal parts from a busted Prius.
After I got to the shop, the mechanic could see it was a long morning, so he took me out for coffee. I mean, who does that? Seriously, he's the best. It was a rough situation, but I had to count my blessings. I had an awesome mechanic, and I found out insurance was covering it.
So we're going to Inner City Arts, going to East Side Poetry. Luis was nice enough to pick me up for my apartment since I don't have a car. Exactly.
I also had to work that weekend. The event I was working wasn't far from where I lived, so a coworker swung by and picked me up. Again, counting my blessings.
You are cordially invited to Crystal's going away, aka bye bitches.
My going away party in LA. We're at Good Times at Davy Wayne. Say hey, Danielle.
Y'all, I had so much fun. LA is such a tough city. So many low points here, so many curveballs thrown at me. But I am beyond grateful that I've made such an incredible family out here. To know that 50 plus people took time out of their night to spend time with me and see me off, I can't even put it into words. It meant the world to me. So we're at Fox Studios about to do an event. Last night was amazing, but as always, gotta get back to work. On the golf cart going to a different entrance. So the event we're working is the Ford versus Ferrari premiere in Fox Studios. Yes. Like, what we doing? Oh, movie premiere. Cool. The next few days were full of packing nonstop. I was trying to sell a lot of my belongings, which thanks to this crappy internet connection was taking longer than expected. And don't even get me started on trying to upload content. I initially planned to work part of the auto show and leave after Thanksgiving, but with everything going on, I really needed to get home and be with my family. And of course, when you're busy with a million other things, you get a self-tape.
I always do.
My car was ready just in time for me to get on the road and be able to spend Thanksgiving with my family.
Oh shit, you're recording it.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
If you need any car work, go to Ralph at
Hello,
Sam's Pacific
people.
Auto
It's
Repair.
freaking Friday. Happy hour.
Bye.
Crystal's
You're
fine.
awesome.
Have a safe drive. I'll
Thank
talk.
you. We'll be in touch.
Bye, Joe.
Bye. What was supposed to be an 8-hour drive turned into a 10-hour drive because it took me over 2 hours just to get out of LA. I was just grateful that I made it to the first destination safely. I stuffed as much as I could in my Prius, took pictures of my empty apartment, and right before I drove off, I left a note to my building manager apologizing again for bringing my roommate onto the lease. That situation really weighed heavy on me as I was leaving. Definitely will be picking out a Christmas gift for her and my mechanic. The next day I drove to Denver to pick up my brother so he could help me out with the rest of the driving. I really wish I would have documented more of this road trip. I was running on empty. Eventually we drove through Kansas, crashed at my aunt's in St. Louis, and soon enough we were in Cleveland. Houston got to spend some quality time with his grandma, and I got to see my grandma for the first time since she's been sick. She's in hospice now, so it's really hard to see her like that. Just like that, we were in Maryland to spend Thanksgiving with my family, and I got to see my 2 favorite people, my nephews. Look at all this food. I ate way too much.
When you need to get a copy of this, which records all of your grades when you were
Transcript.
Yes. To get the test you take to get in medical school.
You have a what? What is Houston?
MCAT.
Yes.
You get a permission slip signed so you can go on a
Field trip.
Yep.
Not a junior, but a in what? Senior in what?
This is
Upperclassmen.
This is low. This is
It's,
yeah.
You're high.
it's over.
She's like, this is. You look crazy. You're like, I
There's nothing like family time. Hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into my life as an artist and nonstop hustler. Life is full of so many ups and downs. I'm grateful for the downs because they make me grow. And of course, the ups and the good times, they make life worth living.
I'm so excited for you all to see my transition to New York. My future roommate and I actually just signed the lease for our apartment last night, so it's getting real. That's right, I'm moving to the Big Apple. See y'all next time, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.